Hello, hello. My name is Alyssa Payne, and I am a representative here with Junior Library Guild. And it is my pleasure and honor to be hanging out with you all during this SLJ conference this summer. And I'm excited because we're going to be talking about two particular books today. And my first guest this morning is something a little bit different of what we normally do at JLG. We've actually invited a tween reader to get her insights on one of our new titles that is going to be upcoming here pretty soon. And what I would love for her to do is she's read it and she's going to tell us a little bit too about her thoughts about the title and also a little bit about what is to come with JLG, which will come from me. So my special guest today is Caitlin Burns. Caitlin is the daughter of Shauna Burns, who is another representative here at Junior Library Guild. You may have caught her on a different webcast earlier this year, but we are so thrilled to have Caitlin. And again, this is something new with JLG, so we really hope that you enjoyed the insights. Now, for this particular title, we are going to be reviewing this guy right here, and we absolutely loved this book. This is The Dire Days of Willowweep Manor, and this is by Shaenon K, Garrity, illustrated by Christopher Baldwin. It's about you know, a 100-page, 112-page title. It is a graphic novel, and it is perfect for that graphic novel elementary, middle school as well, and a lovely story to go along with this. As you can tell, it's full of mystery and excitement and possible green-eyed bunnies. So let's talk and dive right in a little bit about this. I'm going to just ask Caitlin first, right out the get-go, what did you think of Dire Days of Willowweep Manor? What'd you think, girl?
I think it was really good.
Yeah. What did you find good about it? What were some of the things that popped out for you?
I really liked the art and stuff, and I think the plot was really good too.
Yeah, awesome. And of course, we don't want to give too many teasers and everything away. But one thing I know about you, Caitlin, and the main character in this title, she loves to read and she loves kind of those fantasy titles and different things like that sci-fi type of set. What do you think of the main character, and can you relate to her at all?
Yes, because I geek out about books too many times and people are just like, what? They're confused. They just give me a confused look.
Absolutely. Now when it comes to the plot and everything in the story, how is it different than some of the other titles that you have read in the past?
The castle kind of reminded me of Hogwarts, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I thought the concept with the universes was really cool and definitely something I haven't seen in other books before. So it's really cool.
That's good. Yeah. And who was your favorite character, you would say? I would say mine was Wilhelmina. She was the grumpy like housekeeper, but I just love her sass. What do you think?
Yeah, I liked her a lot too, but probably my favorite, though it's really hard to choose because all the characters are amazing, would be Cuthbert, the youngest brother.
I loved him too. Wasn't he so like, I don't even know what the word is. He just was so optimistic and, you know, he was like such a Disney prince type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be the hero and I saved her.
Yes.
So yeah, super fun. Awesome. So what do you think, Caitlin? Would you recommend this book? And what kind of readers like would you recommend this book to? People that like, you know, comic books, or graphic novels? What do you think?
I really like it. I would recommend it to anyone who likes graphic novels or fantasy type books. I think it was really, but also like Gothic romance, like what the kind of book was about.
Yeah, Gothic romance. Very cool. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Caitlin. I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time talking with us about this. It's really good to have, you know, the point of view from, you know, one of the readers. And, you know, this is what we do here at JLG is we we try to select the best books. And I know that you're such an avid reader, Caitlin, and for you to say that there is something in this title here that is unique and something you haven't come across before, that really, you know, speaks volume, of course, to our author and our illustrator here, but also to our editorial staff and what they do in selecting the best books. And you all can look out for this title that is upcoming here in the fall. Again, it is The Dire Days of Willowweep, Manor. And again, thank you so much, Caitlin, for joining us. And we really appreciate it and hope you'll join us again another time.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, sweetie. Bye. I am so thrilled that Caitlin was able to join us for the first part of our little chat this afternoon. And for the second part, I'm really excited to speak about one of my newer favorite young adult titles. And I believe this is a high-level middle school high title. It's a wonderful title called Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. And it is so good. It is so good. And I loved this title because it brought me back to my own adolescence, okay? And what it was like to be a senior in high school, okay? Getting ready to take your final test, getting ready to go to school, getting ready to close that chapter and open up a new one, and whatever awaits after high school and graduation and all of the excitement that goes into that, right? So this title actually surrounds itself around a girl named Quinn. And Quinn is a Black student in a predominantly white private school. And her parents are very successful. Her dad is a successful surgeon, and her mom, I believe, is an attorney. And so she is, you know, very successful parents in a predominantly white school. And it talks a little bit about her experience and also her experience about growing friendships with other Black students and persons of color within her school too, right? So one of the things that we learn is that Quinn has a journal, okay? And this journal is so incredibly important to her. And if you look at the cover, you can see her holding it on very, very tightly, right? And Quinn is basically depends on this journal. She has lists, and her identity is basically wrapped up and to be found within this journal, right? Things to remind her of, you know, the last time that, you know, she went to a camp or something, or 10 reasons, you know, why she wants to kiss one of the boys within the book. And it's wonderful. So we get really kind of wrapped up into Quinn's lists, right? But immediately we find out that there was a switcheroo, okay, with Quinn and one of her classmates, another Black classmate named Carter. Okay, Carter is not like Quinn and her family. Carter lives in the city. He takes the city bus in and out of school, just a little bit of a different lifestyle, right? As the story unfolds, we learn more about Quinn and more about some of the troubles that she's going through with adolescence, creating stories, doing things to try to make her parents proud, putting on false images, just straight up lying, the drama that can go with friendships and different things like that, things that we would generally look at a main character and think, hey, that's the antagonist, not the protagonist, right? That's what I really love about this character, is that you learn to trust her because we know her secrets, but we know kind of on the outside that she's hiding all of these secrets, and we got to peel away these layers. But all of the answers to those secrets is in that journal. But one day that journal disappears, right? Carter comes over, they are doing some study sesh, okay? And they swap notebooks on accident. Quinn finds Carter's science notes, and apparently Carter finds Quinn's journal, right? Okay, they look like the exact same type of notebook. So the story goes through, somebody finds this journal, right? Of course they did, right? So we want to find out who has the journal. Is there blackmail involved? Will Quinn actually reveal some of these secrets that she is hiding deep within her journal before her journal is returned? Because now people know these secrets, right? And, you know, also, how do these friendships and relationships kind of blossom and grow? And how do these persons of color in a predominantly white school create a sense of community and find things that are in common with each other that they didn't realize that they had in common with each other, aside from the color of their skin. And even that wouldn't necessarily place them into that same social group. So it's very interesting to see kind of how these friendships and these romances as they evolve as well. So I highly encourage you to pick up Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. We also have this one coming up on an audiobook soon. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. And don't forget, you becoming a subscriber with Junior Library Guild would get this title first. Okay, so before it goes on to win the awards and everything else, because I have a feeling this one is definitely going to be a star come January. Okay, so before you have to go hunting for these books, just remember you heard about it here first, and that we can get that title for you circulating in your library before it is selected as a winner, or more star reviews and other accolades that come with it. And that's what we do at JLG. We absolutely are about quality, not necessarily quantity. We pick the finest of books. We have an editorial team that is passionate about their relationships with publishers and passionate about what writers have in their stories and what they have to tell. We want to find the best ones that are the best for your students and for students throughout the counties. So we include public libraries into our membership as well. Thank you so much again for spending a little bit of time with me. My name's Alyssa Payne. I'm a representative here with Junior Library Guild. Please call us at any time if you would like to learn a little bit more about our box subscription services, our digital services, our light box, and our book fairs as well. Take care, and peace, love, and books, y'all. Bye.